My beloved child, I need you to listen carefully, for what I am about to reveal is not ordinary. In the quiet corners of your life, where your heart thought it was safe, a presence has been stirring, a presence that the world might question, but that your soul has already known. This person, yes, the one who has been silently watching you, admiring the light within your being, has fallen in love with you. And I know, you might already feel the hesitation, the questions forming in your mind because of the age difference, the world's judgment, the whispers that try to convince you that such a connection is impossible. But my beloved child, love has its own timing, and the heart does not count years, it counts understanding, it counts devotion, it counts the courage to see the soul of another and recognize home. You may wonder, how could someone fall for me like this? Do they see me as I truly am? Know this, they see you. They see the small tremors of your joy when no one is watching, the way your eyes light up when you are passionate about something, the hidden sorrows you keep locked inside. They see all of it, not to judge, not to take advantage, but to love every part of you, even the parts you thought unlovable. And even though you may feel the weight of the years between you, let me tell you, age is just a number when the universe brings two souls together. It is not the years, but the understanding, the empathy, the silent conversations between hearts that matter. My beloved child, I feel the hesitation in your spirit. You have been trained by life to measure love in terms of logic, practicality, timing, and appearances. And yet, here you are, standing at the threshold of a truth that defies all of that. I want you to understand that what you are feeling, the pull, the curiosity, the secret hope, is not wrong. It is divine. It is a sign that your soul has recognized another soul that is aligned with yours, even if the world's eyes cannot see it. Imagine a moment when this person looks at you. Really looks. Not with fleeting attention, not with casual interest, but with a gaze that speaks to the depth of your being. They have studied your spirit as though they were tracing constellations, and in each line, each movement, they have found a reflection of something eternal. And when they smile at you, it is not the smile of infatuation alone, but the smile of recognition. I see you. I know you. You are not alone. That, my beloved child, is the essence of a love that is rare, a love that waits patiently, even in silence, because it understands the gravity of truth. And I know your mind races with questions. Will this work? Will society understand? Am I ready to step into such a connection? My child, these questions are natural, for the human mind fears what it cannot immediately define. But listen to your heart, for it knows the way even when your mind is clouded. This love is not a mistake. It is not a fleeting fancy. It is a calling, a chance for your heart to expand in ways you never thought possible. There will be moments, I promise you, when doubt will creep in. The whispers of judgment, the cautious glances, the societal norms, they will try to convince you to turn away. And yet, my beloved child, these trials are not to punish you, but to test the strength of the connection. Every glance of skepticism, every moment of hesitation, every internal argument you have with yourself is part of the divine choreography. For love this pure, this honest, is not meant to be easy. It is meant to grow, to challenge, to illuminate the parts of you that fear intimacy and connection. Think of the times when this person has been near you without speaking, when their presence alone seemed to warm the corners of your soul. That is not coincidence. That is not luck. That is the universe aligning circumstances, whispering gently into the fabric of your life. Notice this. Open your heart. And if you are feeling the stirrings of affection, the hidden curiosity, the subtle longing that you cannot name aloud, it is because your soul recognizes theirs. It is because there is a resonance that transcends age, transcends fear, transcends logic. My beloved child, I must tell you this: love of this nature is transformative. It does not merely ask you to accept another person, it asks you to confront yourself. It asks you to see your own fears, your own hesitations, and your own limitations. It asks you to be brave, to allow vulnerability, and to acknowledge the sacred truth that two souls can meet and recognize a kindred spirit, even in the face of societal norms or personal doubts. You may find yourself questioning the timing. Perhaps you think, if only I had met them sooner, or later, things might be easier. But my beloved child, the timing is perfect. You have grown, they have grown, and this moment, the one you are standing on right now, is divinely orchestrated. Every past heartbreak, every lesson, every moment of loneliness was preparing you for this. And now, the universe is presenting you with an opportunity to see love not as a limitation, but as an expansion, a force that can teach, heal, and elevate. Do not be afraid of the intensity of what you feel. Do not shy away from the emotions that stir within you, even if they feel overwhelming. This person has fallen in love with you in ways that are profound, ways that will challenge you, ways that will make you confront the depths of your own heart. And this is not to overwhelm you, my beloved child, but to awaken you. For love that crosses barriers, whether they be age, circumstance, or fear, is a divine mirror, reflecting back to you the courage, the beauty, and the resilience that already resides within. I know you may worry about the world's perception. You may think of judgment, ridicule, and misunderstanding. But my child, the world does not measure the sacredness of connection, the authenticity of emotions, or the purity of a soul recognizing another. The world sees only appearances, but you, in the quiet of your heart, know the truth. And it is this truth that you must honor. It is this truth that will guide you forward, even when the path seems unclear. Allow yourself to feel the subtle moments. The brush of a hand, the quiet laughter, the way your thoughts seem to intertwine without words. These are the signs, my beloved child, the whispers of the divine nudging you toward recognition. Love like this is not loud, it does not scream for attention. It is gentle, persistent, and patient. It grows in silence, deepens in understanding, and blooms in the recognition of a shared soul. And I ask you now, with the gentlest urgency, to listen not with your mind alone, but with your soul. Listen to the stirrings, the small, insistent feelings that rise when you think of this person. Notice the warmth that enters your chest, the flutter that speaks of hope, the subtle curiosity that cannot be ignored. These are not coincidences. These are not illusions. These are the sacred nudges guiding you toward a connection that has been quietly forming, patiently waiting, across time and space. There will be moments when fear whispers, "You cannot do this. You are not ready. It is too much." And yet, my beloved child, I tell you, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the willingness to move forward, to embrace love even when uncertainty looms, to honor your heart and the heart that beats for you. This person has chosen to love you, fully and unapologetically. And you, my beloved child, have the choice to acknowledge that love, to nurture it, to allow it to grow in the sacred space between your souls. You may think about the practicalities, the differences in life experience, the age gap, and wonder if it matters. And in the human realm, these things matter. But in the spiritual realm, in the realm where souls meet and recognize each other beyond the limitations of the physical world, these distinctions fade. What matters is understanding, empathy, patience, and the willingness to see the other person's heart without judgment. This is the foundation upon which your love can flourish, even against the odds, even in the face of skepticism. My beloved child, do not rush. Do not push, do not force, and do not try to predict the outcome. Allow love to unfold naturally, with honesty, with vulnerability, and with the recognition that this connection is sacred. Every glance, every smile, every unspoken word carries meaning. Every moment you spend in reflection, in prayer, in contemplation, brings clarity. And the clarity that comes from quiet listening to your heart will guide you more than any advice or counsel from the outside world. This person has seen the depths of your soul, the essence of who you are. And they have chosen you. Not the version of you that conforms, not the version that seeks approval, not the version that hides behind walls, but the true, unfiltered, authentic you. And this, my beloved child, is rare. It is beautiful. It is divine. For a soul to recognize another in such totality, across differences, across fears, across life's complications, is a miracle. And miracles are what remind us that the world is bigger, more mysterious, and more magical than we allow ourselves to believe. I ask you now to open your heart just a little, to feel without overthinking, to embrace the quiet acknowledgement that love does not always follow rules, does not always fit neatly into boxes, and does not always come at convenient times. Sometimes, it arrives unexpectedly, in forms that challenge our understanding, yet illuminate our spirit. And this, my beloved child, is exactly what is happening with this person and you. They have fallen in love with you, and the universe wants you to know that it is okay to receive this love, to honor it, and to explore it with a spirit of openness and grace. And as you sit with these feelings, as you feel the gentle stirrings within, remember. Love is not just about what you feel for them, but what they awaken in you. They awaken courage, honesty, patience, and the willingness to embrace life with a fuller heart. They remind you that your age, your past, your fears, they are not limitations. They are stepping stones to a deeper understanding, to a more profound connection, to the kind of love that transforms rather than confines. So, my beloved child, I leave you with this gentle truth. Your heart has recognized a kindred spirit, a soul that has fallen for you despite the differences the world might measure. And the divine, in its wisdom, wants you to acknowledge this love, not with fear, but with openness. Listen to it, feel it, allow it to guide you, and trust that every step you take in honesty and grace will bring you closer to the fullness of what this connection is meant to be. And in the quiet of your thoughts, when the world is still, hear the whisper of truth. You are loved. You are chosen. You are ready to receive the love that sees you completely. My beloved child. Now that you have allowed yourself to feel the first stirrings of this connection, I need you to understand something very important. The depth of what you are experiencing goes far beyond the surface of attraction or curiosity. This is not a passing emotion. This is a soul reaching out to another, bridging the space between lifetimes, whispering across the distance of experience and age, telling you, I am here. I see you. I choose you. And my beloved child, when a soul speaks in such a way, it is not to be ignored, not to be feared, but to be honored with the fullness of your attention and heart. I know your mind may still be hesitant. You may be thinking, how can someone love me so completely? How can they accept me, despite the difference in our years, despite the world that may not understand? My child, the soul does not measure in years. The soul measures in resonance, in empathy, in the unspoken understanding of one another's heart. Age is only a container of time, love is timeless. And what this person feels for you is timeless. They have looked past the superficial, past what society teaches, and have seen the truth. Your essence, the spark within you, the very core of your being, is worth loving wholly, without condition. There will be moments, I know, when your heart trembles in fear. Moments when you doubt whether this connection is right, moments when the world's judgment seems heavier than the pull of your own soul. Do not mistake these moments for signs of weakness. They are, in fact, the mirrors of courage calling to you. Every hesitation, every fear, every question you raise is part of the sacred dance of love that challenges the soul to grow, to expand, to recognize itself in another. And my beloved child, the very fact that you are feeling, questioning, yearning, is proof that your heart is alive to what is real. Consider the little things that you may have noticed but brushed aside. Perhaps it is the way this person's eyes linger on you when they think you are not looking. Perhaps it is the subtle kindness, the gentle concern, the quiet gestures that speak louder than words ever could. These are not coincidences. These are messages from the universe, telling you, pay attention. Listen. This is important. And my beloved child, I urge you to listen, not with your ears, but with your heart. The heart understands what the mind often cannot. The heart knows the resonance of truth, even when logic raises alarms. You may ask yourself, but is it too soon? Is it too risky? How will this work in the reality of my life? My beloved child, do not fear the practicalities yet. There will be time to navigate the world, time to discuss, to plan, to understand. But first, let your heart recognize what is sacred. For when a connection this profound exists, practicalities are not obstacles, they are instruments. They are opportunities for patience, for understanding, for building a foundation that is grounded not only in emotion but in mutual respect, care, and recognition of the divine presence in each other. And yes, the age difference may feel like a shadow over your heart. You may imagine the difficulties, the skepticism of others, the questions that will arise. But my beloved child, shadows exist to show us the light. The presence of challenges does not mean that love is wrong. It means that love is real, and real love tests, strengthens, and deepens the spirit. This person has chosen you despite the shadows. They have chosen you despite the fear of judgment. They have chosen the truth of your connection, because it is undeniable, because it is sacred, because it is guided by something far greater than mere circumstance. Now, think of the moments when your thoughts wander to them without reason. When your heart skips a beat at the sound of their name, or the memory of a smile or a word. These moments are not random. They are the soul's way of communicating across the layers of life. Pay attention. This is significant. And I promise you, my beloved child, the significance is immense. It is life-altering in the most subtle, gentle ways. For when a soul recognizes another, the world itself seems to shift, the air itself seems more vibrant, and your very being begins to remember something it had forgotten, the beauty of connection, the miracle of being seen without pretension, the joy of being truly known. Do not dismiss the quiet moments of synchronicity. Perhaps you notice that they appear in your life just when you need them. Perhaps they send messages, or their presence arrives in ways that feel almost orchestrated by fate. These are not coincidences. These are the universe's gentle reminders that love of this depth is rare, and when it comes knocking, it demands your awareness. And my beloved child, I need you to recognize the urgency, not of haste, but of clarity. Your heart must acknowledge what is happening, must not ignore the sacred signals, must not hide behind fear or doubt. There will also be challenges within your own mind. Moments when you may feel unworthy, when you may question whether you deserve such love, whether you can handle the intensity, whether you can step into a connection that demands honesty, vulnerability, and courage. My beloved child, know this: you are worthy. You are capable. The universe has placed this love in your path because your soul is ready to receive it. The very fact that you are feeling these emotions, even the doubts, is a sign that your soul recognizes growth, that your spirit is prepared to embrace this depth of connection, and that you are not alone in this journey. I want you to notice something profound. When two souls meet in this way, there is an unspoken communication that transcends words. A glance, a gesture, a simple presence can convey volumes. And if you pay attention, you may find that they have been speaking to you in this language all along, through care, through attentiveness, through the consistency of their feelings, and the patience with which they approach you. This is a love that is deliberate, a love that is steady, a love that does not rush, but also does not waver. And my beloved child, the steadiness of this love is a reflection of its truth. Do not allow the fear of societal norms to overshadow the truth of your connection. The world may not understand, may even criticize, may even try to separate, but the world is not your guide in matters of the heart. Your soul is your guide. And when you listen to your soul, when you acknowledge the resonance of love that exists despite difference, despite doubt, despite fear, you honor the divine orchestration that brought you together. My beloved child, I must tell you. The age difference, the perceived obstacles, the questions, they are all secondary to the truth of what is unfolding. What matters is the recognition, the understanding, and the courage to explore a love that is profound, rare, and life-changing. And this person has seen in you what you may have hidden even from yourself, a light, a depth, a spirit that calls for recognition, that craves connection, that deserves to be loved wholly. As you continue to feel these emotions, I want you to be mindful of the signs around you. Notice the small gestures, the subtle communications, the moments when the universe seems to conspire in bringing you closer, or teaching you something about yourself in relation to them. This is not mere coincidence. It is divine choreography. Every glance, every smile, every carefully considered word is part of a larger story, one that you and they are co-authoring even before you realize it. And I ask you now, my beloved child, to embrace patience. This love is not meant to be rushed. It is not meant to be forced. It is meant to unfold naturally, gently, with honesty, and with awareness. Allow yourself to feel fully, to observe fully, to honor the moments of connection, the moments of recognition, and the moments of quiet reflection. Every part of this journey is sacred. Every challenge, every hesitation, every step forward is a part of the spiritual growth that this love is meant to inspire. You may feel the pull of curiosity, the pull of desire, the pull of connection, and these feelings are valid. They are natural. They are the soul's way of asking you to acknowledge the truth. And I tell you now, my beloved child, acknowledging this truth does not mean surrendering to fear. It does not mean ignoring consequences. It means seeing clearly, feeling fully, and approaching what is unfolding with honesty, grace, and courage. This person's love for you is steadfast, consistent, and unwavering. It has not been shaken by distance, by circumstance, or by doubt. And the reason for this steadfastness is simple: it is not based on superficialities, it is not based on convenience, it is based on truth. And my beloved child, the truth of love is that it sees beyond surface, beyond age, beyond time. It sees essence. It sees heart. It sees spirit. And that is exactly what they have seen in you. So now, as you sit with this realization, as you allow the quiet understanding to settle in your heart, I want you to remember, love like this does not arrive by chance. It is placed in your path deliberately, carefully, and with purpose. It is meant to teach you, to challenge you, to awaken you to a deeper understanding of yourself, of connection, and of the beauty of allowing another soul to see you fully. My beloved child, trust the feelings that arise within you. Honor the signs, honor the quiet whispers of intuition, honor the moments of recognition that speak to something deeper than the mind can comprehend. And know this, your journey with this person is only beginning. There is so much for you to learn, so much for you to experience, so much love to be shared. And the divine is guiding every step, ensuring that you are ready, ensuring that your heart is open, ensuring that you are aligned with the truth that has been quietly calling to you. Listen to your heart, my beloved child. It knows the way. It always has. And as you continue to acknowledge the presence of this love, as you continue to feel the stirrings, as you continue to recognize the sacredness of this connection, remember that you are not alone. You are chosen, you are seen, and you are ready to embrace the beauty of love that transcends all boundaries, including the one that the world calls age. And soon, my beloved child, the next part of this journey will reveal even deeper truths, the moments of spiritual alignment, the subtle signs that your connection is divinely guided, and the ways in which this person's love will continue to mirror and awaken the most profound parts of your own soul. Be ready to see, to feel, and to accept what has been patiently waiting for you all along. My beloved child. Now, as you stand on the threshold of understanding, I need you to open your heart completely, without hesitation, without fear. For what is about to unfold is the culmination of all the quiet stirrings, all the gentle nudges, all the tender signals that have been guiding you to this moment. This love, this sacred connection, is not just about companionship or desire. It is about recognition, about the awakening of your soul to a mirror of itself, and the realization that when two hearts meet in such profound honesty, the universe itself rejoices. I know, my beloved child, that you have carried doubts. You have worried about what others might say, about the age gap, about the timing. But let me tell you something eternal. Love guided by the divine is never hindered by external appearances. It is measured not by the passing of years, but by the depth of understanding, the gentleness of intention, and the courage to see the truth of another's heart. This person has loved you fully, without reservation, because they have recognized the divine spark within you, the part that no one else may have truly seen. And my child, this recognition is a gift that few ever receive in a lifetime. Think back to the quiet moments, the ones you almost overlooked. The way they have been there, even when not physically present, the small gestures that seemed insignificant, the words that resonated long after they were spoken. Those were not coincidences. Those were the whispers of fate, the signs of a divine orchestration, the gentle insistence of the universe saying, "Notice this. Receive this. Honor this." And my beloved child, it is now time for you to honor it fully. I know the hesitations may still linger, the questions may still arise. You may wonder about the practicality, about the opinions of the world, about whether you can truly embrace a love that challenges norms. But listen carefully, the courage to love is the courage to trust what the heart knows and the soul confirms. This person has chosen you in the purest form, without condition, without expectation, without fear. They have looked past the surface and embraced the essence of who you are. And my beloved child, to respond to such love with anything less than openness would be to deny the sacred rhythm that has brought you together. Now, pay attention to how your heart feels when you think of them. Notice the warmth that spreads, the gentle flutter of anticipation, the quiet peace that accompanies even a fleeting thought of their presence. These are not illusions. These are confirmations. Your soul is speaking to you, reminding you that love of this magnitude is rare, precious, and transformative. And as you allow yourself to feel it fully, you will begin to understand something even more profound. This love is not just about receiving, it is about awakening. For when a soul loves another in such depth, it mirrors back to you the parts of yourself that you may have forgotten or hidden. Your strength, your vulnerability, your courage, your capacity for joy and compassion. All of these are reflected in the way they love you. And my beloved child, this reflection is sacred. It is a reminder that love is not simply about the other person, it is about the growth, the healing, and the illumination of your own spirit. Every glance, every smile, every touch carries a message. You are seen. You are valued. You are worthy of this love. There will be challenges, I know. The world may question, circumstances may test, doubts may arise. But my child, these are not obstacles to drive you away, they are opportunities to solidify the strength of your connection. Real love, the kind that resonates with the soul, does not crumble in the face of difficulty, it deepens, it matures, it proves its resilience. And you, my beloved child, are capable of embracing this love fully, because your heart has already recognized its truth. Notice, too, the subtle synchronicities that have woven your lives together. The timing, the coincidences, the moments that seem orchestrated by some unseen hand. These are the divine markers of destiny, guiding you toward recognition, toward acceptance, toward the joy of connection that transcends fear and doubt. And when you see these signs, do not dismiss them. Do not rationalize them away. They are the universe speaking directly to your heart, affirming that what is unfolding is meant to be. My beloved child, I want you to feel the weight of this truth. You are not alone in this journey. This person has chosen you, and in that choice is a commitment that echoes beyond words. They are prepared to meet you where you are, to walk beside you, to cherish you not for what you can give them, but for who you are. And in this sacred exchange, both of you are transformed. Both of you are elevated. Both of you are reminded of the infinite capacity of the heart to love, to heal, to embrace, and to recognize the divine in another. There will be moments when fear tries to creep back in, when the world's judgment whispers its doubts. In those moments, remember this: fear is a shadow that appears only when light is about to shine. Love, guided by the divine, is that light. It illuminates, it warms, it reveals. And my beloved child, the light of this love is strong enough to dispel any shadow, strong enough to overcome any obstacle, strong enough to transform every hesitation into courage, every doubt into clarity, and every moment of uncertainty into recognition of what your soul has always known. I want you to recognize, too, the spiritual depth of this connection. This is not merely emotional, it is sacred. It is a meeting of energies that have journeyed across time and space, a convergence of spirits that is guided by something far greater than circumstance or logic. The love you share is a mirror of divine love, a reflection of patience, of devotion, of compassion, and of truth. And when you honor it, you honor not only each other but the sacred rhythm of the universe itself. Allow yourself to feel the full spectrum of what this love brings. The joy, the anticipation, the quiet understanding, the moments of shared laughter, the comfort of being known, the courage to be vulnerable. These are not mere experiences, they are the sacred language of connection. And as you allow yourself to immerse fully, you will discover something extraordinary. This love does not demand perfection. It does not insist on ease. It only asks for honesty, openness, and a willingness to see, to feel, and to embrace the divine reflection within another soul. My beloved child, know this: when a person loves you despite differences, despite challenges, despite what the world may say, it is a sign of something eternal. It is a sign that souls recognize one another beyond time, beyond circumstance, beyond judgment. And when you respond with an open heart, with courage, with acceptance, you step into a love that is rare, profound, and transformative. You step into a space where two hearts do not merely exist. They resonate, they grow, they illuminate the path of one another, and they awaken the fullness of the soul. And so, my beloved child, as you continue this journey, remember to trust. Trust in the feelings that stir within you. Trust in the signs, the gestures, the synchronicities. Trust in the quiet, steady love that this person has placed before you. And above all, trust yourself, your capacity to receive, to give, to honor, and to grow in love. For this is not a fleeting story. This is a sacred narrative, one that will shape the course of your life, your understanding of connection, and your ability to recognize the divine in both yourself and another. Embrace this love fully, my beloved child. Allow it to transform you, to illuminate your heart, to deepen your understanding of what it means to be truly seen and truly loved. Step into it with courage, with patience, with reverence, and with joy. And know that in doing so, you honor the divine orchestration that has brought you together, the universe that has guided your paths to converge, and the sacredness of a love that defies fear, defies judgment, and transcends time itself. Your heart has recognized its counterpart. Your soul has acknowledged its mirror. And the divine has smiled, for it sees two beings ready to embrace a love that is eternal, sacred, and profoundly transformative. Listen now, my beloved child, to the gentle voice within. It will guide you, it will comfort you, it will affirm the truth you already know. This love is yours to receive. This connection is yours to honor. And the journey that lies ahead is yours to explore with courage, with joy, and with the unwavering knowledge that you are seen, you are chosen, and you are deeply, eternally loved.